back, Raw reviewers, for another Raw review. What do we got here? A Super Mega Buster. Of course, in the near future I will have a comparison with the Galleon Buster, but for now, let's focus on this as itself. So what do you get with this thing? Well, we all know the debacle where the packaging, the original packaging photos showed Lauren, Samurai Red, but no, we get Jaden here. So that's out of the way. Let's move on to what's in the package. This thing is basically an open box type of design. There's one side, there's the other, there's the back, there's the bottom. Not too much altogether to say. We need to, of course, break through the ceilings on it. So let's do that and open it up. And we'll go over all of the details. Get these two wheels to fire. It shows some targets on the bottom if you so wish to take them out. I personally don't care too much about them, but I guess I'll show them to you. Are there any others that I missed? Doesn't look like it. So we've got a couple of X-Borgs and Prince of Akar. That's handy. You can see they are perforated on the back, which makes them pretty easy to get out. Except for Vekar's fingers here. Or I guess that would be his cuff thing, his cuff links. But the rest you just peel out. No difficulty whatsoever. I tore one. Oh well, no big deal. It could be a little bit neater if you wanted to. I'm probably just going to set these aside somewhere. Here's our standard Red Ranger key. No different than any of the others. Why they chose Samurai Red, I'll never understand. So we know they're not going to have Samurai Red be the focus for revealing it, since they already had a Samurai tribute. Unless they decide to do two. And this is not because I'm saying, oh, in the Sentai it was O-Ranger, aka Zia. No, it's kind of redundant for them to have a Samurai tribute episode. And then when they finally reveal this, it's Samurai again that gives them the power-up. That would mean double tributing Samurai. And that's just not a logical thing to do. Then again, they did do original footage for Power of Six, so that they could do a. They did film original U.S. footage of drawing a key for a transformation, just so they could do Flashman, a Sentai only team in Power 6. So logic may not be the biggest issue with Super Mega Force. sturdy heft to it. Near as I can tell, though, it has no electronics to speak of. Oh, there it is. There's the on switch. It's on the other side. Of course, you've got the two pinwheels. So let's attach them on. This is a standard, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, it's a pump action design, with the pump being with a punch building up a pressure. So it's a pressure pump. The more you pump it, the harder it gets. Later. I've only found one of them. But they fly like the wind. The actual prow and bow portions are a soft plastic. This is a soft plastic. Everything else is sturdy. These do not move in any way, shape, or form. Of course, as you saw, that fires. The only one that actually matters is the back portion. So there's a bit more noise on the back end, but there's basically two charging noises. So, starts charging as soon as you turn the key. You don't need to hold the key if you don't want. The paint apps are pretty good. Let me turn this off. It's nice. It's small, obviously. It's got actually some heft to it, which, considering its size, might not be good for the kits it's intended for. These do not move in any way, shape, or form, nor do they actually affect it in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to throw in a couple of keys, like silver. At least they don't fall out. This one, which is the key that comes with the actual morpher for testing out different sounds. Now that test key won't work. It takes up too much space. So I'll put it towards the end. I'll use Mighty Morphin Red. They're just molded ports, and like the Silver Morpher, they don't have the best fit. So as you see, turn it back on. No difference whatsoever whether you have keys in it or not. What's my verdict on this? Well, obviously, I haven't tested the Gokai Galleon Buster, obviously. I will in the near future. But for this on its own, it's actually not that bad of a toy. You know, if you don't mind the fact that because let's face it, Super Megaforce, they didn't have red charge and blue charge and special charge and showy wave and all that. So it's just going to make noises and fire off an energy beam in Super Megaforce anyway. So if you don't care about the fact that it's not going to have color recognition on the port here, which none of the weapons really have, then it's actually not that bad. It's a nice one-armed hand cannon. The question is, did I fire 5 shots or 6? Well, you gotta ask yourself, punk. This here is the Super Mega Blaster. The Super Mega Cannon. The most powerful Super Mega Cannon that's ever existed. So do you feel lucky? Punk! Well, do ya? A little bit of Dirty Harry for the older fans. But yeah, I mean, look at it. It's not a bad size weapon. Not bad at all. With 2 hand grips, it's definitely workable for a kid. And, yeah. Its price point, its retail price point, before coupons and any other things you can wager together, I think is about $35. So yeah, if I'd say get it. It's nice and sturdy. Later on, I'm going to go talk to the kids in my area and have them play with this stuff. And maybe I can even get them on camera. I'll ask their parents, obviously. So then you can actually have some actual footage of actual kids playing with the intended toys for kids. And get some first-hand results from that. All in all, it's not a bad toy. Would I say getting it? Sure, go ahead. I would say this is on par with the Super Mega Saber in terms of my likability of it. With that said, Ranger fans, let's move on to our next Raw review. See you in the future.